So I've come up to the land of the volcanoes again. I couldn't resist it, and I've come to see Chinyero volcanic eruption. I've also come to see Garachico volcano. So I'll tell you a bit more about those when I get up there. Lovely to be out. I'm just going into the pine forest area now, getting up to some altitude again. You never know what you're going to find around the next corner. But you can see I'm now starting to go in the fog again. This is a view actually on the lava. This is the side of the lava, looking down in the fog. I'm always optimistic on a day trip that the weather will change. And there you have it, the moment of truth. I walked 7.4 kilometers up here. Now I'm at the Circular Chinyero. So it's quite a nice 5 miles, 5.7 kilometers to walk all the way around. I think I'll do that. Yeah, I almost didn't come out today. I almost thought, well, I'll just give it a rest this week. But then if you've got an opportunity, if you've got a day when you can go out, then really you should take it, shouldn't you? Sounds a bit dramatic, but you don't know how many days you have left. So, you know, I don't want to waste any day. If I can get out for the day, then I'll get out for the day, especially in some environment like this where I won't be here forever. So my advice to you is just to go out. If you have the opportunity, go outdoors, go for that walk. Even if you don't feel like it, go out the door, and I tell you, you will not regret it. You will really enjoy it once you get out. I think I'm getting closer to the actual volcano. So this is the trail that actually goes up the side of the volcano. Who doesn't like climbing volcanoes? I was watching a documentary about Mount St. Helens last night in 1980 in America. That's really worth a watch. There's a film as well, which is kind of funny because it's 1981, but it just gives you an insight into what it will be like when the volcano finally blows. It lay dormant for 120 years. People weren't really expecting it. People didn't want to expect it because it was going to affect the business, the logging, the tourism. There's all these conflicting interests. Everybody wanted to ignore the warnings that it was getting ready to blow, and nobody wanted to listen to what the seismologists were saying. And then when it did finally blow, it devastated, I think, 20 square miles around it. 20 square miles was just covered in ash and steam because of the water and the trees, and the lake was all clogged up. Houses were destroyed. Some people didn't want to leave their houses because that was their way of life, because that was their world. If it destroyed their world, they didn't want to live anymore, which you can understand, can't you? If you love it so much, you can't bear the thought that once it's gone, what's worth living for? So people died. In 1909 here, nobody died. So of course it wasn't as big as something like Mount St. Helens, but it still caused devastation down the valley. In this volcano's case, no life was lost, and the lava went down the valley but didn't make it all the way to San Diego del Teide, thankfully. So I've left the circular path. There it is. Obviously not the only one who comes up here. Incredible views again. See, the storm comes in on the one side. This is the inside of the volcano. And here's the other crater here. Look at that. So I'm walking along the ridge here between the two craters. I want to show you my t-shirt, Tenerife's Historic Eruptions. So where am I? I'm standing on the edge of It's a Garachico. This one was 1706. It's not even a time lapse. On the edge of the crater, look at this. What an adventure. Decided to continue the Chinyero Circular Walk rather than go back the same way, and look what I found. What is this? And this is Chinyero, finally. That you're not supposed to go up Chinyero. You see the cross on the footpath there. Obviously people did. You can see where the footpath used to be. But you can understand why, can't you? It could erode, and it's also could be dangerous. So I'm not going to climb Chinyero after all. You know what that means, don't you? Making my way down on the other side of the volcano. You can see the clouds again coming in. Look at the colour of these rocks, like a bluish sort of colour. Really weird landscape. Footpath goes right through the middle of this now. Look at the size of these rocks. In the space of a few minutes, we've got the rain, we've got the fog, and now I'm wandering through the foggy, volcanic desert. So now it's turned into an eerie place. Really weird structures and shapes, especially in the fog. So time is pressing on. I need to get off this mountain. Gotta find my way out of here. So don't worry about me. It's all in another day trip adventure. If you don't go out, you don't get to try these different things. I told you, back out in the sunshine again. A few minutes later. Can't be put off by the weather. I think I'm on the right footpath now. I wasn't sure. But I've still got a long way to go. It's going to be tight again. Time just goes so fast. I'm definitely going down a different way to what I came. Nothing new there. I've come down the mountain slightly wrong, so I'm probably about 5 miles from San Diego del Tide, where I need to get to for the bus. But I'm hoping if I continue on this road, I'll pick up the bus at an earlier station. I've probably got about 3 kilometers to do. I'd say about half an hour I've got, so otherwise it'd be an expensive taxi probably. Look at this, beautiful green valleys and hills, and I think that could be the bus stop there. If that's the bus stop station there, it looks like it is. So here I am at the bus stop. I can pick up the bus here. It's going to San Diego del Teide and back home.